Welcome to the Adam Friedland Show podcast. I just want to quickly mention our friend Kenny DeForest, who passed away yesterday. It's a really tragic loss in the comedy community. Why?
He's our friend. You're just gonna make fun of it? Like,
I'm not making fun of it.
You said I want to quickly laugh at.
I said recognize.
Oh.
You take everything I say in such bad faith.
I said I wanted to quickly laugh
even
at the
if I
death.
was laughing at it in private, would I, on our podcast that's listened to by dozens of people, would I say that about Kenny?
I would like to run
mock
the tape back. What I heard was, before we get started, I'd like to quickly mock the death of our friend Kenny.
Yeah, really sad news.
Maybe I misheard you. I don't know.
Really sad news. I just read, it's pretty, I was just saying to Nick, it's pretty rare in the comedy community for someone, I mean, literally no one had anything bad to say about Kenny. And it was always, he was my next door neighbor for a while, and it's just...
Did he move back into that place?
He was there temporarily when he got back from LA.
If you came to the shows in Salt Lake last year, Kenny was the guy performing with the bald guy.
The bald guy.
That was a fun weekend.
Yeah, he was driving cross country.
Yeah, he was driving cross country, and then me and him were like chilling that week, and we were like, oh, we'll do stuff, and there's just fucking fuck all to do in Salt Lake.
It is the worst place in America, perhaps.
Yeah, we went to like a Vietnamese restaurant that I guess was in a neighborhood that had like chain link fences. Like, that's what seemed to be bad about the neighborhood, and
it's the bad neighborhood.
The Lyft driver was like a smash mouth type of guy.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, "Let me tell you something. They will jack you up here." He's like, "I don't know where y'all are from, but you are entering one of the most dangerous areas in Salt Lake." And it's like, first of all, this is like the United States of America.
Yeah.
I don't think there's like a single neighborhood that's just completely a no-go zone at 10 o'clock in the morning.
No.
Yeah, it just doesn't, it's not, you know.
Yeah.
I don't want to say Africa, but, you know, a place like what I would imagine Africa to be.
Yeah, we'll say southern Lebanon.
It's not East Berlin.
Yeah.
You know?
It's not like you, yeah.
Yeah, we did that, and then there was like nothing else to do.
It's bizarre there. Mm-hmm. I remember you look on Google Maps, and I was like, it was that weekend I was alone. I didn't have a friend.
Kenny was moving cross country, and he's like, we did one of the nights of the shows, and I was like, can I get a ride back to the hotel? He's like, I'm like, what do you mean? You're not going to give me a ride back? He's like, I just don't know if there's room in the car. I'm like, well, that is impossible that there's not. This motherfucker literally, like, to the brim.
Yeah,
like the entire car.
Yeah.
I squeezed in there, though.
Yeah, it would be cool if you just rode on the side like it was... Like
but like the dash was filled. He had the entire car.
Amazing.
Yeah.
When I was in Salt Lake... so
where did he move? Did you see him after he got back to New York?
Yeah, well, he moved back. Yeah, he moved next door to me for a while, and then I think he moved elsewhere because I think... whatever. When I was in Salt Lake, someone got arrested at that show, at my show.
Mm-hmm. The Wigger.
There's a guy, I was telling a joke about Whoopi Goldberg, and then he was like blacked out, and then he said something, and I was like, shut him down. Mm-hmm. And he's like, you just ignorant. He said, like, you're like talking to me, and you ignorant.
Some lady brought a gun to the show, my show in Salt Lake.
Just for protection?
She brought a firearm and then left it at the club. And somebody stole it. Somebody stole her gun. They had to like check the security camera.
She had a permit?
I guess. I don't know. The manager told me that. They were like, yeah, this lady called because she... Man, I am not looking forward to going back out on the road.
Yeah, I'm starting... Oh, by the way, guys, I will be in Tampa, Florida on the 19th and 20th of January. So if you're in...
You're doing Side Splitters?
I'm doing Side Splitters.
That club's awesome.
I hear it's really fun.
Yeah.
I hear it's really fun.
Tampa's cool too.
I did immediately the second...
You'll like Tampa.
Yeah. Why?
It's trash.
I feel like it's Vegas with the coast.
We only like one afternoon we went down to Ybor City.
What is
it's
that?
It's like the Cuban area. It's like where all the Cuban immigrants move. So that's where there's like bars and kind of, like fun stuff. But for the most part, it's like my move is I'll I'll go in a hotel tonight and see what's near the club.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just at a Holiday Inn. The same one that, what's his name? The comic that talks like this. He's friends with Jim Norton. Used to be on Opie and Anthony all the time. Jim Florentine. I can remember his voice, but not his name.
The same one he what?
How you doing? What?
He was at the Holiday Inn.
He was at the other Side Splitters, and then we were all at the same hotel.
Oh, cool. Yeah, no, I'm excited about going there. I'm gonna go with Caleb, so it's much better just having a friend on the road.
Yeah.
It sucks being alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, but whatever. Yeah, so if you guys are in Western Florida, the Tampa Bay, the Tampa St. Petersburg area, please come on out.
Mm-hmm.
January. It'll be nice also not being in the cold.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. No, that guy got arrested at my show, and but the crowds in Salt Lake were also very weird too, because you could tell that they were all Mormon. They all left the church, but so they're like just drinking beer, but they still have the same sensibility. Like in terms of naughtiness, they'd still be like, oh, you know. So you couldn't go too blue with them. But I kept getting applause breaks because I would talk about. I remember I talked about like growing up with Mormon people, and I was like, yeah, and their moms were just like somehow 24 years old and like the hottest woman you've ever seen. And then I was like, yeah, and they're all married to like gay guys. And every time I'd say that on a show, it would get an applause break. But I had no idea that like pretty much like it's a down low brother type of community. That is like apparently like a consistent thing in their whatever. But they're great people. I love Mormons.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up with a ton of them. And
well, rest in peace, Kenny.
Rest in peace, Kenny. I didn't
hit by, and it seems like he's avoided it. But the worst part about dying while riding a bicycle is that you're then memorialized as a cyclist. Like that has to become your entire identity.
Are there headlines about it?
I haven't seen it, but anytime I pass by an intersection, they're like, a cyclist died here. And it's like, well, that was probably just a guy riding a bicycle.
Yeah.
You shouldn't
just
decide
going to work.
That his identity is cyclist, that he's part of your weird, dumb bicycle community.
Well, it's still also, you're like imagining he's wearing the outfit. You know,
right? The outfit.
That he's wearing the stupid outfit.
But there's also too. It's like that's like a punk thing. It's like that was like a New York.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't really exist
like fixie
anymore.
guys. Yeah.
Well, that was just New York hipster in general. But like cyclist. The guys who get really angry about like the bike lane and you know. But at the same time, they're also like, get the fuck out of my way, pedestrian. It's like you don't really care about anybody's safety. You're just
It's the second person I've known that's actually died on a bike in New York.
On a bicycle, yeah.
It's not worth it.
Mm-hmm.
No, scary.
Yeah.
Too scary.
Yeah, I guess I don't really know the details of what happened. My friend Chris sent me a video. You know Chris. So he was just taking a video. He was just taking just taking a video outside of the window of his apartment, and he's like, a dump truck ran over an old lady. he's just filming.
Why was his impulse to grab
I don't know,
phone?
but he was like filming it and sending us video of them like cleaning up.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, they set up a tent area, they cordon it off, and then they where they investigate. They bring a crash investigation team. Yeah.
The other bike accident, the first one of the guy I knew was a garbage truck. Yeah.
Who was that again?
It was this guy I knew from like before college. Yeah.
No, you told us that.
Yeah. But yeah, it's horrible. Not to bring myself into it, but my car, while it was parallel parked and hit by a Hasidic bus, so I feel like I can empathize a little bit with the cyclists of the city, and
also the Gazans
and the Gazans, probably the Gazans as well, and all victims of genocide.
That's funny. So they just stole your car. So the Hasids destroyed your car. They caused a lot of damage.
Destroyed my car.
And then they had their own insurance company come and take your car, and now they won't give you your car back.
No, and it was Volvo got my car.
Okay.
And then they sent it to their collision center, and now
because you have a lease, so Volvo takes the car.
So Volvo took the car, and then they sent it to the collision center, and now the Chassid insurance company has not sent out a claims adjuster, so it's just sitting in Tuckahoe, New York. my car. And it's been a month and a half. It's pretty crazy. Anyway, enough of this death talk. What about life? Nick and I actually had a very nice night last night. Just to catch you guys up, we had a tremendous
Officer Suisse.
What is that?
I don't know. It says it on the knife. I gotta drop these off down. Hopefully that Victorinox store is still.
The flagship.
You can just take these to the Swiss Army knife store and then just give them to them and they'll send them off to get reconditioned.
Really?
Yeah, and I think they just send you a new knife.
Do they?
Yeah.
I would imagine that's something that you would get into doing yourself.
Reconditioning? No, you have. Yeah, after all these years, you still have no idea. You don't really know me at all.
What do you mean?
That's not something I would.
You tried to resurface a cast iron pan once, and then you got heavy metal poisoning.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a similar kind of move.
Well, I didn't try to resurface.
I remember you're like
re-seasoning the pan, but you can just take a. I should have used a better instead of just like a N95, or the painter's mask.
Yeah.
So like a respirator.
You're like, I have metal in my lungs.
Yeah, I was like sneezing black afterwards.
It was pretty disgusting.
Yeah, no, but I saw a friend of mine actually go to do the same exact thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just put a whatever those I guess they're called like a Rolox pad, or you call it, or like it's basically a Scotch-Brite pad on an angle grinder and take down the like when you get a Lodge cast iron, and then just take it down real smooth and then re-season it with like better oil. But I saw him like literally about to make the same move. I'm like, you better put a respirator on. Yeah. Well, it didn't go in my lungs. It just had like black snot.
Oh yeah, black boogers. Classic. Yeah, man. So anything else to report? We have to work this weekend, you and
I. Well, we always have to work.
I know.
The work doesn't end until Don Lemon wants to buy the show. That's what he said.
He said it's the finest.
I don't want to get cart before the horse here, but there's talks of Don Lemon and Hassan Piker teaming up to buy the Adam Friedland Show to launch a new network.
Kind of like an alternative media network.
Lemon and Hassan.
Yeah. That is kind of a dream team, if I can imagine it.
The Lemon and Hassan News Network.
Yeah. It kind of covers all demographics.
Yeah. You got Don Lemon fans, you got Hassan Piker fans.
You got the news fans.
And they're Elvis.
Yeah,
and they're both doing Elvis impersonations the whole time. It's got everything you want.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it just feels great to finally get the recognition, because it's been 8 years of this, of us being in journalism and media, and we were ignored, I think, by the mainstream for too long, and I think now, like, kind of we are walking on the shoulders of giants, and, an open invitation to if
we're pretty close to going mainstream.
We're pretty close to mainstream.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Which would be devastating for a certain type of podcast
I think it's
guy.
starting to devastate them. I think it's starting to dawn on them that we're basically Huda and Kathy Lee.
Do you think one of them is going to kill your girlfriend?
Why my girlfriend?
Well, to get revenge on her for making the Adam Friedland Show mainstream.
Well, it's
because she's the one the entire time that's been like, you need Neil deGrasse Tyson on the show.
Yeah.
You need to have news guys on the show.
Well, it's been her family in general.
Yeah.
They're like,
I've been saying we should interview Gravedigger.
The truck, yeah.
The truck. And I made the arrangements to get it through the door.
Yeah, my girlfriend has been a massive obstruction to a lot of your more out there ideas. But I think that, like, I don't know, I said
we should do a Where's Waldo episode and fill the screen with hundreds of nude men that look exactly like us.
Yeah.
And the audience has to find
us by the penis.
By the penis.
By the penis.
Yeah. Find us by the penis.
Find me by the penis.
The latest Martin Scorsese movie. Find me by
the penis.
Find me by the penis.
Yeah. Have you seen that show on HBO now?
What, Find Me by the Penis?
Yeah, there's literally a Find Me by the Penis dating show, a British dating show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the Find Me by the Penis dating show.
Speaking of British dating shows, this episode is brought to you by...
This episode is brought to you by Beam. Beam Dream. Guys, are you guys having trouble sleeping or staying asleep? I'd love to stay asleep forever. Is poor sleep negatively impacting your life? Have you tried other sleep supplements with no
sleep
success?
terribly. I'm a horrible sleeper.
Yeah, I'm bad at sleeping.
But luckily, Beam provides hot chocolate sleep aid.
Yeah.
So instead of my regular nighttime hot chocolate, I can have a Beam hot chocolate. And
Yes.
that'll knock my ass out.
Listen, folks,
night.
you're already having the hot chocolate before bed. You know, most American adult men do it. Mm-hmm. And most wear full sets of pajama sets. It's pretty common. And I'm not the only guy who does it. And sometimes, you know, and most men live with their girlfriends but have separate twin beds. Okay, so this is just demographic studies that Beam has done, and I'm just reading from their sheet. So anyway, but sleep is the foundation of our mental and physical health. So when you are sleeping well, you can perform at your best mentally and physically. Proper sleep can increase focus, boost energy, and improve your mood. Introducing Beam's Dream Powder. Nick, how about you open this? How about you open this bad boy up?
And it's shipped in a knife-safe box.
So you can use it. You got to get a Victorinox. You have this nice. First of all, you get the confetti. The confetti is really nice. Then you get this nice little. What is this like a? It's like to froth. It's a frother, and then this is the pack of Dream Nighttime Blend for better sleep. And then on the back, there's some really helpful information on the stages of sleep. So you get the onset, which is stage 1, the transition, which is stage 2, the deep sleep, which is stage 3, and then REM sleep, stage 4.
REM.
Yep, that's me in the corner.
What's the frequency, Kenneth? Something fucking down now.
And reishi and melatonin can help impact REM sleep.
What's the frequency, Kenneth? Kenneth, what's the frequency?
If anyone's a fan of 90s college rock, you'd be familiar with that song. So, guys, anyway, basically they have L-theanine, melatonin, magnesium, and reishi, which is a mushroom, I think.
What is the frequency, Kenneth?
I don't know. I think the frequency is Beam's Dream Powder, which is a science-backed...
It tells you how to pronounce reishi on there.
Where does it say?
I don't know, but I don't know.
Reishi.
I'm a little worried that the copy with the pronunciation guides are only sent to us and not all of the podcasts.
Yeah, because they're like, that's the illiterate podcast. That's the not being able to speak podcast.
I feel a little bit disrespected.
Guys,
damn, I fucking love chocolates.
A science-backed healthy hot cocoa for sleep. If you know me, you know that Dream has been a game changer for my sleep.
Beam has been a game changer.
Dream, it says Dream.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, guys, it's now available in delicious flavors like chocolate,
called
peanut
either
butter.
Beam or Dream.
It's called, the company's Beam, the product is Dream.
And the band is Cream. It's spelled REM, but it's pronounced Cream.
Cream, yeah.
That's the kind of dumb thing that would happen to me when I was a kid.
Like what?
I don't know. I would like get it into my head that REM was pronounced Cream, and that like two things would be one thing. And then I'd be like, yeah, I like Cream.
The Eric Clapton, like,
I didn't know how to. So I would think that I don't know. Yeah, well, not that in particular, but things like that would happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something like that adjacent.
Yeah, it still happens to me all the time. Guys, so they have new flavors: chocolate, peanut butter, cinnamon, cocoa, sea salt, caramel, with only 15 calories and 0 grams of sugar. Better sleep has never tasted better. Other sleep aids can cause next day grogginess, but Dream contains a powerful all-natural blend of reishi, magnesium.
And it comes with this thing, so I know what you're thinking. Like, well, I can't have hot chocolate because I'm too much of an imbecile to use a spoon.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? No spoon, no spoon required.
Mm-hmm. And your wife will take a liking to that too.
Yeah. Why?
Because she could use it for her clitoris. I don't know, man. I don't know how girls. I don't know what they like. You get them a Christmas present and then it costs more than you've ever spent on anything, and then you tell them the price.
Yeah, you bought your girlfriend
You tell them the price, but you didn't tell them the gift, and now they're mad at you for being tacky. Even though I haven't ruined the surprise of the gift. I'm sorry I was raised without gifts. You know, sorry I had to learn how to give gifts as an adult. Sorry it's hard for me to give a gift and not immediately say the price afterwards. I just never learned how to give gifts. Beam Dream is easy to add to your nighttime routine. Just mix Dream into hot water or milk and froth with the frother thing Nick is now putting in his dirty fingernails. Find out why Forbes and the New York Times are all talking about Beam and why it's trusted by the world's top athletes and business professionals. So guys, here's what you do.
Ginsburg, does this mess up my microphone? This doesn't cause any kind of interference? That's crazy.
That's cool. So if you want to try Beam's best-selling Dream Powder and get up to 40% off for a limited time, when you go to shopbeam.com/TAFS, that's use code TAFS at checkout. That's beam.com/TAFS and use promo code TAFS for up to 40% off, guys. That's a really good deal. And this is the kind of stuff that makes you smart. So if you don't like being smart, if you don't like resting, if you don't like feeling refreshed in the morning.
And we're back.
And we're back. So it's the holidays coming up.
You got Hanukkah's almost over.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah,
I've seen these pictures of the soldiers going to places and like doing Hanukkah in Gaza.
Like on the rubble.
Yeah.
On rubble.
It seems kind of anticlimactic to me.
Hanukkah?
Yeah, to like go to like win a battle and then do Hanukkah.
Yeah, I mean they've been doing that kind of stuff since the beginning of the war. They did like gay flag.
But it's kind of anticlimactic, you know what I mean?
What did you think they were gonna do? Like sacrifice like
a parade, like a gay big parade, like yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like Patton rolling into Parma or
some
whatever.
John Philip Sousa.
Yeah.
A guy with a baton going like
right.
And the big fuzzy like British Buckingham Palace hat.
Instead of just like spinning a top on the ground and lighting a candle.
Yeah.
Or being gay. Or getting gay engaged to each other.
Yeah.
And not being able to get married. That's the funniest part.
That they don't have gay marriage in England.
In Israel.
In Israel, yeah.
Yeah, it's illegal.
It's illegal.
Yeah. But they're just posting the pictures of them getting engaged.
But they're getting engaged to not get married.
Right.
That's not even a good lie.
Yeah. Well, it's dumb because it's like, I don't understand. Like, that's obviously for a Western audience.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like they're too far gone. It's not like anybody on the left is going to be like, oh, I had no idea there were gay people in the IDF. It's like, oh my God, you know what? Bombs away.
Yeah.
You know? It's like, that's not going to reach anybody.
Yeah.
All it does is alienate their like evangelical base.
Exactly. I had no idea that this whole war they just wanted to play dreidel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now they're cool. Yeah, it's pretty stupid. Honestly, it's just like it's a little rude. It just makes it. I mean, obviously, killing entire families is quite rude, but just then doing that is just a little bit it's just for other Jews to be like, yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
It's night 6 of Hanukkah.
Yeah.
Which isn't even important.
And knowing
holiday.
Israel at this point, you're going to find out that none of the guys in those pictures are actually even gay.
Yeah.
That's the next level. They don't even use real...
That's a false flag, gay marriage.
It's crazy how lazy they are. I mean, I guess they have a supposed war to fight, but a lot of it is really lazy, the, like, propaganda. They're like, look at this video of a terrorist saying that they want to kill all of us, and it's just like a still image of Jeff Dunham and that pub, the Ahmed, the terrorist.
Yeah.
They're like, this is a guy in Palestine. This is a Palestinian man saying what he wants to do to us.
Wasn't he? He was a skeleton?
Ahmed, the dead terrorist?
Yeah. Damn, that was a really good bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who are his other puppets?
I don't know. It's funny, though. I get to this point, and, like, Jeff Dunham is my hero, literally.
He's got a great life, I would imagine.
He's like, look, I don't have to write bits. I'll just do a dumb puppet and go on stage.
Yeah.
I might try that, too. I might get a puppet for when the tour starts.
Dude, you can get 40 minutes out of puppets.
I was thinking about bringing a keyboard on stage and getting into, like, musical comedy.
Oh, that's cool.
You just say one joke every 45 seconds, and then it's just like
and then
walking around on the piano. Yeah.
And then, and then pussy. That crushes.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have to be a good parody song.
Maybe I'll bring this thing on stage.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. I could just do like a science show for kids. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna call CAA right now. Tell them make the shows all ages. I'm bringing chemicals.
You're doing volcano type of stuff.
Yes.
You're putting Mentos inside of a Diet Dr. Pepper.
That's always a fun pivot too.
Yeah.
When you go from
why don't you just learn magic?
You go from bad boy entertainment to children's entertainment.
Family.
Family stuff. Louis Anderson did that.
It's like when the punk rocker.
Louis Anderson was a closeted rapist.
He was.
Yeah, he was a homosexual rapist, and then he pivoted to children's entertainment. He did like a Bad Boy style thing, and then went into Life with Louis.
And he changed. He stopped being a closeted.
No.
Oh, so he was that the entire time.
He was that the entire time.
Okay.
Or like Jimmy Savile,
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. So are you saying that?
You ever think the guy that plays Oscar the Grouch is like the only one of the Sesame Street guys that isn't like a pedophile?
Why? Because he's grumpy?
Well, and yeah, he's like got to be surrounded by this shit, and he can't say anything about it.
What implies that he's not implicated?
He's like Serpico.
How do you know that he's the only
because
pure
of his
one?
attitude?
That's the
you think he's the bad one. The rest of them are having like a hootenanny.
It would be funny if they hired a real homeless guy to be the puppeteer. Yeah, his life actually did suck, and he was bringing like reality to the character.
Well, the puppeteer who played him, he was a method actor, so he spent years.
He lived on the streets.
Years
in
living on the streets. Yeah,
in the garbage. Yeah,
his legs are filled with fluid and.
Really. Yeah.
They should give Oscar the Grouch like an Averex jacket.
Right. Yeah. He should have like a drug problem.
Yeah, he should have some Birdman lugs on and Averex jacket.
Yeah.
Duct taped lugs.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Underwear made out of newspapers. Yeah. He should get into like a bum fights maybe with other.
This is cool. It's like if it was a gun, I could fucking shoot you directly in the face right now. Today's episode is also brought to you by
Lucy, guys. Lucy, look at this box. It says cool for cool stuff inside. Cool for stuff inside? What does that say?
Cool inside stuff for cool stuff inside for, and then there's the shipping label with our address on it.
And then for Nick Mullen.
And that you're showing
at the Adam Friedland show.
Yeah.
And guys, look at these.
The address that you just put on camera that shows where the studio is and the suite number and everything.
We'll run that again. Today's episode is sponsored by Lucy. Lucy makes tobacco-free nicotine for people. Focus better, think deeper, chill out smoother, and inspire creativity. The benefits and use cases for this product include increased alertness, attention, and mood. You can focus better, you can think deeper, and you can inspire creativity. And you can also relax. Yeah, so what makes Lucy unique? It's 100% pure tobacco-free nicotine. So they make gums. They make these things called breakers. And
That one's cool. Go ahead. Yeah. Lucy is this shit. This shit will fucking make you feel
it'll make you good.
Awesome.
It'll make you feel awesome, guys. It's 100% pure tobacco-free nicotine. You'll never find tobacco in any of the products ever.
Oh, look, I found a use for this thing too, is you can get the chocolate off your knife. Lucy is brought to you by the same people that do the Adam Friedland show, me and Adam.
Yeah.
Lucy is brought to today's episode of the Lucy tobacco gum, not tobacco, nicotine. In fact,
tobacco-free nicotine.
It's so satisfying. You'll say, "I can't believe there's not tobacco in this," but there isn't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Lucy pouches are available in 5 strengths between 2 milligrams and 10 milligrams, 12 different flavors: cinnamon, mint, mango, wintergreen, pomegranate, apple ice, and espresso. This pink one right here, it looks like, you would think this gum, it looks like bubble gum, no? But it's actually pink is pomegranate.
Yeah.
So that's a nice little,
the fruit of the dead pomegranate.
Yeah. Is that what they call it?
Penelope, when she goes to the land of the dead, has to...
In the Greek mythology?
Persephone, sorry.
Persephone. Okay, guys, so how do you use Lucy? What do you... I use it to get pure tobacco-free nicotine.
I use it to concentrate when I'm getting chocolate off my knife.
Yeah. It helps you focus better, guys. So that's if you want to get chocolate off of knives. The flavors last forever, folks. I like how the breakers, pouches, and gums help me inspire creativity, you know? Mm-hmm. And I like to use it before I do my art. So whether you use nicotine to focus better or get a boost in energy or to chill and relax, I use it for all of that. Lucy is made for your nicotine routine. If you want to try Lucy's tobacco-free breakers, pouches, or gums, go to lucy.co/TAFS and use promo code TAFS to get 20% off your first order. Lucy offers free shipping and has 30-day refund policy if you change your mind. That's lucy.co, guys. And use code TAFS to get 20% off and always free shipping. And here's verbatim.
What does TAF stand for?
The Adam Friedland Show, TAFS. And here comes the fine print. Lucy products are only for adults of legal age, and every order is age verified. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. So that's lucy.co and use promo code TAFS for 20% off and free shipping. And now we're back to the show. So Nick, you got your chocolate off of your knife.
I did.
Yeah. And how many chocolates have you enjoyed today?
Huh?
So it was your birthday yesterday, Nick.
Yeah.
Do you have any special birthday memories?
From yesterday?
No, from
yeah, we
birthday.
went to, we got Korean barbecue.
We got Korean barbecue. It was very
And someone outside said happy birthday.
Yeah, as we walked out, I told the guy, he said, "Oh, it's you guys." And I said, "Tell him happy birthday." Yeah, I've been looking back on the year a lot. I think it's the end of the year.
Yeah.
And it's been, there's been a lot that's happened this year, We've done a lot. We've been embroiled in controversies, multiple controversies.
Yeah.
We've gotten in and out of We've
I
fallen
feel
in and out of love.
There's a paradigm shift happening. We're
Mhm.
about to enter a deep period of peace.
You think?
Yes, civilly. I think we'll reach there's going to be, because, a lot of America is divided right now. And I say this coming from like some kind of like spiritual inner well that I have.
Yeah, he's not talking about partisan politics.
No, I mean, I am talking about partisan
you
politics.
are.
But I'm
Okay.
saying my insight as to why things will get better stems from a feeling that I have. Because I'm usually right about these things. I was right about Bitcoin. I was right about
Piece of cake?
yeah, no, I don't even mean stuff like that. I mean, like, more just sort of from the hip predictions with zero knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
None.
Bust.
You know what? Another thing I said starter jackets would come back,
Mm-hmm.
and I was right about that.
The show where you can't bust, that became a show in real life. Bust House.
Yeah, well, I don't mean bits. I mean bits are.
I mean, it's a real thing. It's not even a
It's
bit.
not. That's me saying a joke and then somebody else coming up with the same joke. That's not a prediction.
It wasn't a joke. No, it's a television show.
Okay, but
people watch.
it's meant to be funny. But that's not a prediction.
Okay.
Those are ideas.
Sure.
There's a big difference between ideas and predictions.
Mm-hmm.
It would be one thing if I had invented Bitcoin and then Bitcoin became a thing, then that would be similar.
Yeah.
But I didn't invent Bitcoin. I said, anyways.
You were right about it.
I believe there is, from the same prediction zone in here that brought you Bitcoin and starter jackets coming back. I think there's going to be an era where it'll be the end of it. And I don't think you hear a lot of people say, they talk about pendulum swinging.
Mm-hmm.
And I say the pendulum will finally lose momentum and we'll enter a period of deep stagnation where things won't get better, but they won't really get worse. And how ineffective it is to care one way or other about certain things will no longer matter because, everything's divisive. For some reason, I just feel like we'll find one group of people that's sort of responsible for a lot of the problems. And it might at first seem like they're not responsible, but they are. And once the world figures out, it's actually these guys, we've all been fighting for no reason, but just it's this type of certain type.
Yeah.
And then
you're of course talking about racists. You're talking about no. You're talking about what kind of?
I think we'll have to wait until the actual terms come. I mean, I'm kind of doing like a Long Island medium thing here. I don't know your dead son's name. I just know.
So it'll be one.
It's like a Jimmy. I'm feeling a Jim. Is there a Jimmy or a Jerry or something?
So let's just recap what
Jerry. Does anyone out there not like somebody named Jerry? That's what I'm saying.
But that's not a group of people. Oh, you're doing what the Long Island medium does. Right. Okay, but you're saying it's going to be
John Edwards.
So
crossing over with John Edwards.
Okay, so do
you think that's real? Do you think mediums are real?
I think there are people that have a connection with the spiritual world for sure.
Especially
John Edwards or the Long Island medium.
A lot of people who watch this show know one of my only sources of media input is the reality series Seven Little Johnsons.
Yeah,
which I watch a lot of.
Mm-hmm. You get the news from it, or it's just entertainment?
Both.
You follow follow social trends.
Oh yeah, really.
You're like, oh yeah, people are into that song nowadays. I saw it on Seven Little Johnsons.
Have you watched the show at all?
You saw me the clip of them on the ropes course.
It's amazing. The show is amazing.
Yeah,
because it's a family of dwarves, and the show's been on for 8 years now, and it's every single episode they just do like a summer camp activity.
Yeah.
And then the dad ends up breaking something, and then they have to pay somebody to fix it. It's like that's every episode.
They'll do like a talent show.
They're like, well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They're like, we're doing limbo. What is it called? Limbo bar?
Yeah, limbo.
Limbo. Yeah, we're doing a limbo bar. We got a limbo game set up in the front yard, and then Trent's gonna try and repair the grandfather clock in the living room. And then he burns down the living room. The fire department has to come, and they have to hire a professional clock repairer, and he's like,
Why is the dad so clumsy in this little person show?
I think the issue is because they're also Southern, and I think
So he's like a good old boy.
yeah. Well, I got the impression, this is rude, but because we do want them on the show, but
Careful.
you get the sense he's one of those like Southern guys that's like, well, I'm the dad, so I'm good at stuff,
Yeah.
and then
But he's also has a disability that makes it harder to do a lot
no,
of things.
yeah, I don't think that because it's never like.
It's not
It's
about
never like
reaching for something
it's
high.
never like look at the yeah, right, exactly. All
Yeah.
the good tools are on the top shelf. I don't know.
Look at all those knives on the top shelf.
One of the first episodes, he's like making furniture for the living room, and he's just getting chairs like
Wrong.
chairs from the dump,
Oh, okay.
and then just screwing casters into the bottom. But he must put. I guess
Wheels?
maybe it could be. Yeah, it could be the way it's edited. But he's just filling the bottom of the thing with drywall screws going into, like whatever.
Into wood. Yeah.
A lot of times, I mean, it's not even wood. It's just the what's ever is underneath an office chair.
Okay. Yeah.
So what is that? Like ABS plastic?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. And so he's just tossing screws in there.
Yeah, while he's explaining to his daughter's sex.
Is there a Birds and the Bees episode?
Yeah, I think they have to.
How old are the kids in the show?
Well, the show, like I said, the show's been on for a long time, so they go from young to old. They have two.
You see them grow up.
They have two biological children, but I guess having biological children is like the mom almost dies every time because she's the size of a baby, anyways. So
She's much smaller. Yeah.
yeah, so like because they come out.
The birth canal is smaller. Yeah, I imagine.
Well, their skeletons are. So like her legs have to, like her whole pelvis has to separate, I guess. Anyway, so then they have 3 adopted children.
Yeah. And they adopt also little children, little people, children.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe the producers are kind of in.
Yeah, there's one where the dad says, we're going to chop down a tree in the front yard. There's a tree in the front yard.
They're just imperiling this family.
Well, yeah, he's like, I don't know. They do like a sock hop, and then he's like, I'm going to chop down the tree in the front yard.
They have a nice house.
And when the show starts, they don't. They like bought some like old house to renovate, and so they're all sleeping on the floor.
Really?
Yeah, and they're like no work has been done renovating this house, and then I think the show was a hit, and so they got money from TLC either through merchandising or something. Because then shortly after that, they become rich off the show.
Now
Like their house is nice now.
Yeah.
In the current season.
Are they Christ fearing?
I don't see them going to church.
They don't go to church.
Yeah.
They're not religious evangelicals.
I know. Yeah.
No.
But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So there's an episode where he goes to chop down a tree in the front yard, and then what ends up happening, and because his day job is he's the groundskeeper at a local college.
He is.
Yeah. So he's like, I do landscaping. I think I can manage chopping down a tree.
That would make sense.
And what happens is he sets his car on fire, and then the fire
He
department
does?
yeah.
How?
Well, he has his wife put the truck in like
Oh, and
the reverse to pull the tree, and then it's just sitting there. And he's
are the
like,
pedals of the car like
yeah,
raised
they add
so they can drive?
they add their own bolts. He drills a hole into the pedals, and then so they have like
pedals are like
suspensions.
stilts.
They have
Yeah.
stilts built into the pedals. And then I guess it's just sitting there, and the transmission heats up, and this truck's parked on a pile of leaves. So then
Oh, classic.
and then they have to hire landscapers to come out and cut the tree down, and then they go new car shopping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how is he a landscaper professionally?
Huh?
I mean, how is he a landscaper professionally out of college?
Well, I imagine they just put like a big propeller beanie on his head, and he kind of walks around the lawn.
Maybe a jetpack, perhaps. Yeah.
Yeah.
A propeller beanie would
Yeah, and then he just walks through the grass.
kind of
and
Inspector Gadget style.
No, he doesn't fly. He just walks, and it cuts the grass.
Oh, okay. Oh, so it's quite sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there... I mean, if I was that size, I would, as a younger man,
Why do you keep trying to be rude to these people?
I'm not being rude to these people. I'm interested
You're making cheap jokes.
I'm not taking cheap shots.
It's first, if you start this episode off,
I did not
Kenny.
mock Kenny. No, I didn't. This is fucking tragedy. I did not mock Kenny.
You don't like Kenny because he's tall, and you don't like these people because they're shorter than you.
I never said that. And I don't dislike people.
This is what happens when
tall.
people are 5'8".
I'm not 5'8".
You're 5'8".
No, you are. Then what are you? If I'm 5'8".
We're not talking about me.
So that would make you even shorter.
What height am I?
5'7".
No.
6.
Nope.
5.
Huh?
5.
I'm 5'4", which is the good.
Mm-hmm.
At 5, here's the danger zone. 5'7", 5'8", 5'9".
Yeah.
All evil people.
Underneath or above, pussy. Getting pussy. Respect.
Yeah, you're fine.
Money.
Have you ever
money,
met,
power.
Have
respect,
you ever met like a
hustle.
5'3" or 5'4" guy that seems angry about it? Never.
The bagel boss?
He was mad about bagels.
No, I think he was mad about women on dating apps treating him because he was 5'2".
He was mad about bagels, and he had to make it about something else because he didn't want to be.
Danny DeVito, on the other hand,
he didn't want these anti-Semites having even more fuel.
No, the bagel boss was mad about women asking for your height on social media.
This story about this teacher in Georgia is awesome.
Who's the teacher?
I think I remember him.
It was in a high school. It was a Jewish teacher.
It's a middle school.
Wait, can I ask you a question?
Hold on.
Can we go back, because we changed subjects to the 7 Little Johnstons, and I found it interesting to hear about that show. I'm going to check it out.
Warner Robins teacher accused of threatening to kill student over comment about his Israeli flag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he threatened to cut a kid's head off because he put up an Israeli flag.
The kid said he didn't like the flag.
He put up an Israeli flag in his classroom, and the kid said, "Oh, that's offensive because they're killing Palestinians." And he said, "You motherfucking piece of shit! I'll kick your ass. I should cut your motherfucking head off."
He said it to a middle school kid.
The middle school kid.
Well, maybe the kid did something else that was bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got to hear the context.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's making it about this damn war. What if that kid, slept with his wife or something? You know,
Mm-hmm.
You don't know that.
It was a girl.
Oh, it was a girl. Well, what if she?
He said he would kick her fucking ass, slit her goddamn throat, and drag her outside and cut her head off.
Oh, that's bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not good.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, but can we backtrack for a second, Nick? Because are you there?
Yeah. You were saying you're 5'7"?
No, I'm not. First of all, you know what height I am. I don't have to brag about it. Everyone can see what height I am while I'm sitting in this damn chair. It's not, this society is so height obsessed.
Well, let's just think about the guests we've had on the show. Chris Cuomo,
Neil
5'10".
deGrasse Tyson.
Neil deGrasse Tyson, 5'7".
No, he's not. He's 6'3".
No.
He's 6'3".
I mean, you can look at the pictures of you standing next to these people.
Chad Hanks is 5'10".
Chad Hanks, 5'6", easy.
No,
5'6" and a half.
5'10".
5'6" and a half, and you guys next to each other, and you're down here.
He's maybe a little smidge, like 1 inch taller.
No. Who else have we had on the show?
Doug. Doug's 6'4".
Stretched out, yeah.
If he stood up straight, he'd be 6'4".
Mm-hmm.
But he has bad
I can't
posture.
stop thinking about him holding his penis at a urinal. Like what that looks like.
Imagine he can. I mean, just because of proximity of how small his upper torso is, he can self-suck. Let me put it to you this way: I can do a standing self-suck. He's on a first date with a girl. He's like, "Yes, my member is quite nice."
Anyways, what were you saying? Something about the 7 Little Johnsons?
Well, before
This is the 7 Little Johnsons podcast.
Well, okay, Nick. Before you mentioned them, we segued into that with by referencing Long Island Medium and Jonathan Edwards crossing over.
Oh yeah.
And then what was said before that is you feel like 2024 will have a paradigm shift where we're going to reach some sort of utopia.
Not utopia. It will not be. Things will be bad, but there will be placidity. There will be placidity.
Because and I just wasn't clear on what you were suggesting. I mean, it's just, you said that there will be a group of people that is blamed for all of society's ills. And then once those people are exposed, then we will heal, right? And what's going to happen with them?
What do you mean?
Well, we're going to expose their corruption and we're going to expose their lies. And then what happens?
No, not even.
What will society
they'll
do?
remain in power and we'll be powerless. We'll just know who's to blame.
So how is that going to help anyone?
Because then
You're talking about the Jews. You're talking about the Jews right now.
No,
Yes,
come
you
on.
are. Yes,
No,
you
now
are.
you're being
I feel like it's a little bit coded.
It's
I felt like that entire rant was a little bit coded.
It's a return to feudalism. Is what I'm.
So you're saying that we're going to
There'll
all
be a class that is sort of.
and so who are the lords?
Huh?
Who are the lords?
I don't know. I just say it's based on a feeling.
But you said it's going to be one group of people.
One group of people who
Will be responsible.
who have sealed themselves off in sort of a castle that's unreachable, and society will recognize itself correctly as outside of the gates. So no longer are we trying to fix the kingdom from within because the kingdom never existed in the first place. We're out in the fields.
Yeah, paying some sort of land tax.
Land tax, right?
To Bowser.
And then we can be free to be animals.
To be animals.
Yeah.
No, I mean we're still gonna have to work our land.
No, you can just steal whatever you want. That's gonna be the other thing too.
Oh really?
Yeah, you just go in places and take shit. It'll all be like San Francisco.
Oh my God, like Target, San Francisco. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice.
Next time I go there, I should have tried that. I should have tried shoplifting while I was there. Because I'm pretty sure it's just straight up fucking legal now.
Oh, because they have a progressive DA?
Yeah, I think you can just steal shit in San Francisco and they can't do anything.
Really?
I'm going to do that. Next time I'm there, when I'm on the road, when I do Cobb's again, I'm just going to steal the entire time.
As a countermeasure, can a shop owner have like a mouse trap or something? So you can steal, but you're going to get...
And you put Venus disposable razors on it.
Yeah. You put tampons, Venus razors, women's degree underarm, my doll. Yeah. What time do you have to go to the airport?
Now.
You'll be back tomorrow?
Yes, tomorrow night.
Which airport are you going to?
JFK.
Worst airport. You got to go now.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching the show.
Well, I mean, we're not done yet.
You have to go to the airport right now. I'll stay. I'll finish the show.
Oh, okay.
How many minutes do we have?
Another 10.
10? So I don't know. 10, Nick. Nick, I don't know if I can do 10. No, I didn't kick you out. No, I just don't want you to be late for your flight.
I won't be late for my flight.
Let's wait. Just come back. Come back. Don't. 10 minutes, Nick. I don't know if I could do that without you. I can't do this without you. Wait. JFK, Queens. 59-minute drive, Nick.
Yeah, but I gotta go find the cab.
I know, so it's not good. Do you want your chocolates for the flight? Nick? Did you check in? No. On your phone? You can do that in the cab probably. What airline is it? Are you doing Delta? I didn't tell you to leave. No, I mean we could do another 10 minutes. I thought I thought it was at an hour.
Why would you think that?
Because I thought we started at past.
So it's 54 minutes right now.
54 minutes. Well, I could just Just say bye for you before you go on your journey. Did you pack like a lunch or something for
No,
the
I didn't
airport?
pack anything. I didn't pack anything.
Do you have
I lost my gloves.
You did?
I think maybe they're at my house. It doesn't matter. Anyways, but don't worry about me or my commute. I feel like
It's
you're
just
treating
stressful to go to the
you're
airport.
you're publicly treating me as if I can't get to the airport myself.
No, you're a big boy.
I can do things myself.
You do things by yourself all the time. You don't need me.
I think I'm gonna shoplift next time I get to
San Francisco. Do they have a Soros
I'm going
DA?
right now to shoplift in San Francisco.
You're just
No,
going,
I think they just completely decriminalized shoplifting.
Really? Why?
I'm under
It's
that
clogging
impression.
up the court system.
Ow. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think that you can get anything you want.
Have you had any of these chocolates?
I had 2 of them. I had the white chocolate one, and I
Yeah,
had
what does that mean? I had 9.
You had 9 chocolates? Oh my God, you're like Kathy.
Yeah.
Ack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Can't stop eating.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's probably not a bad idea to like once every maybe fiscal quarter you do a shoplifting trip to San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
You hit all the stores.
Yeah.
And you come back, you bring like a kind of an empty check bag.
Yeah.
Not a bad deal.
Well, there's one of those in those shoplifting compilations. There's one where a guy's stealing and somebody's like, "Why are you doing this?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you doing this?" And the guy goes, "It's San Francisco, bro."
He says, because it's San Francisco.
Because it's San Francisco.
That's kind of a good line.
Yeah.
It's Chinatown.
Yeah.
Yeah, forget it, Jake. Yeah. So it is legal there?
I think so.
We should look it up.
Yeah. I don't know. I hate California.
I don't like it either.
I fucking hate the West Coast, dude.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing sucks.
From Canada all the way down to Mexico.
Canada is the entirety of Canada is part of the West Coast.
Oh,
The West Coast starts at Toronto.
So you hate Alaska.
Yeah.
Alaska down.
Yeah.
And then Toronto over.
Yeah. I really don't like anything outside of New York and Philadelphia.
I like Miami.
No.
I like Montreal.
No.
I like Mexico City.
New York and Philadelphia. I haven't been to Mexico City.
It's nice.
I got to start spending time in South America, Central and South America.
Mm-hmm. You should.
I want
Ginsburg
to.
just went there. You got robbed.
I told you, I love Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Puerto Rico's. I've never been there, but I hear it's quite
Puerto
nice.
Rico's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
There's just not really anything there.
It's an island.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you go on vacation. I don't. Sometimes I feel overwhelmed if I'm in a place. I'm overstimulated, and I feel like I'm not doing enough, or I'm like not connecting enough with what I'm looking at. And Puerto Rico is just hot. Like Old San Juan is, like New Orleans feels more exotic than
Puerto Rico.
Than Old San Juan does. Old San Juan feels like sometimes at like an amusement park they'll be like the 20s area, like a jazz age kind of area.
Yeah.
That's like Old San Juan feels like part of an amusement park.
It's just like Hard Rock Cafe in an old looking building. Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of those kind of places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think I just mentioned this on Tim's show. In Puerto Rico. Because Lewis doesn't go to Puerto Rico really. He goes.
He's Puerto Rican.
He goes to Jamaica.
He does. Oh, because he likes the ganja.
I don't even. Well, does he?
I think he likes. I
guess Legion of Skanks is just branded as like a weed.
Kind of a weed, kind of new metal kind of stuff.
Yeah, energy drinks and weed.
Yeah. Kratom, weed, energy drinks. Yeah. I guess so.
It's sad, man. It's crazy. We're middle aged now.
I think
so
how many more years?
What do? We just keep fucking being this kind of piece of shit. Children, yeah, just childish bullshit forever.
Kids.
And then people are like, "Oh, why don't you settle down and have a family?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'll get right on that." What do you mean?
Yeah, I need to find someone that would agree to do it.
Yeah, what do
you can't rape someone into a family.
Yeah, right.
And that doesn't even mean they're gonna like you, or you're gonna do a good job at it because you're so fucking immature.
Yeah, you could probably do a good job at it. I think all that requires is money.
Yeah, but sometimes
that is such a leg up.
It's all that matters.
I mean, 99% of being a good father is having money. It's like that will take care of 99% of it.
Yeah.
And then the 1% is learning how to pretend like you're listening.
Uh-huh.
You don't even need that. You know, people love their dad and they're like, Dad, look what I did at school. And they're like, oh, wow. Yeah. That's it.
All right.
That's all you got to do.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm on pills.
Yeah.
I'm on opioids.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, I guess it really does require money, but I still don't think that I mean, I've become more financially stable in my life than I was younger, but I don't think it's really translated into respect.
Respect from who?
Pretty much everyone I know.
Yeah, it doesn't translate. People respect you less.
Yeah.
Because then they're like, oh, look at this rich pussy.
It's even more pathetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But whatever. It's not like I had respect in the first place.
No, but I desired it.
Yeah, it's not like I didn't lose anything, you know. It's like now that people already didn't like me, and now they don't like me for a different reason.
They don't like you more.
Now that they don't like me more.
Yeah. So I guess that's worse, but it's kind of the same.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I guess it's.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. I guess we're not going to grow up because
No, you have no choice. That's the thing. It's not like people are like, oh, well, millennials and it's yet to be seen with Gen Z, but like, oh, millennials are trapped in permanent adolescence. And I'm like, well, that's like a physical impossibility.
No, but I think it is kind of like a.
I understand what they mean, so don't argue.
It is kind of a lot of the.
Don't pretend like I'm arguing with the sentiment because I'm not. So don't just reiterate something that I already understand. My point is that
you're only 13 to 19 once. So therefore,
well, you're physically going to age and die.
Mm-hmm.
So. Like it's to frame permanent adolescence as like simply immaturity rather than like, you know, well, you're paying, like the victim there isn't a society that has to tolerate man-children. It's the person that's like cruising towards their deathbed, you know, like.
It's going to be so sad when people we know are on their deathbed.
Friends of ours we have had friends die of cancer already. Yes. Our friends are dying. A friend of ours died this week.
The perfect 90s playlist for them. The perfect show them their favorite Office bloopers compilation. I'm just trying to think of like what is kind of indicative of millennial Arrested Development. Kind of the. I don't fucking know. Yeah, I mean, I think it's more than that, but there are cultural things that, you know, indicate that as well. Like let's listen to Spice Girls, you know, like we did when we were 11.
I'm letting you have the final word.
You could have bailed me out. I couldn't. Maybe we'll start growing up like after. Maybe on Monday. Maybe Monday morning. We hold each other accountable. Mutual accountability.
I don't know. I've gotten back into playing GoldenEye, so I don't know if that's going to happen.
That is what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay, bringing an N64 to your friend's deathbed.
Yeah, right.
So you play GoldenEye.
We literally have one
here.
We have a Nintendo 64 here. So that's kind of what I mean.
That's what I was looking for instead of Office blooper.
And for years, people have been like, "You should have a kid."
Yeah,
say that to me.
And you're like, "I got every game on N64 because I got this little card from Ukraine."
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm sure it'd be easy. I'm sure it'd be fine.
It's probably not that hard.
Yeah,
yeah. If you can like give it clothes and food and stuff. Mm-hmm. No, but then if your wife, you can't make your wife do everything.
The only reason I don't think I can is because I have a cat, and I still see the cat as like a roommate, basically. I take care of it. I'm the one that feeds it and cleans the litter box, but I still see the cat as like we're on equal footing.
Well, I'm not sure that Icy wouldn't just rip a baby to shreds.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% certain.
Mm-hmm. Also, you're infertile too. That's the other.
That's not true.
Yeah,
That's not true.
it is.
I've caught mad bodies.
No, we got you tested, and it's
I'm a heavy shooter,
no,
bro.
you just have menstrual or it's estrogen.
No, I bucket.
They said your estrogen level is too high.
No, it doesn't have to. It doesn't mean you don't shoot bucket.
And they said you have a problem where you keep getting yourself pregnant
It
like a
means
flower.
it just means that you're sleepy and you have
No, they said you're like
sensitive nipples.
You're like a plant, basically. You just keep self-pollinating. Your sperm keeps going, leaking through the membranes into your ass.
And I'm impregnated.
Yeah.
Really?
That's what the doctor said
But
to
I'm
me.
too weak to carry.
I brought you a doctor while you were asleep. Anyways, that's the Adam Friedland show.
Thank you. Have a good flight, bro. I'll see you.
Okay.
Good luck with the car.
Yeah, I think it should be easy.